Back to another video. Today I will be unboxing obviously an Amazon Prime ordered deal of 550 fire cord. Not to be mistaken with 550 paracord. This is paracord with an extra strand in it for fire starting. I couldn't find any unboxing videos on the internet, so I figured, on YouTube anyway, I would do one right quick. Here goes nothing, just using my Schrade SCH F9, but I always say, almost want to say 43 because of the Jessica X, but it's not, and I have all kinds of super glue all over it from making, which I haven't finished yet. I just finished molding it this morning. My safety orange Kydex sheath, which once I finish it, I will show a video on how I did it, but as you can see, it's going to hold it in really nicely. It has a nice click fit when it's pinched properly, and so I will drill the rivets and finish it up and then refine the shape, and that'll be done. And then I'll show you guys in another video when I make a new sheath for another knife that I have how I did this and how I made the vacuum former that I used and all that good stuff. So look forward to that. So opening up the box, here's obviously some packing. As you can see, this nice fun bubble wrap. And here is the 25 feet, and as you can see, 550 fire cord. It's more than just paracord. It says it's waterproof, which may or may not be true. This is actually produced by Livefire. It says patent pending, which this is funny because the videos that I watched on this, none of the packages says patent pending, so I guess this is a new deal for them. Now personally, why I bought 2 packs of 25 in the same color, I'm going to be replacing just about all of the cordage that I keep on my person and in my packs. All of my zipper pulls, everything with this stuff. It's 550 cord, but it's got that fire starting strand in there, which means that, at least in my opinion, this is much smarter and much safer to have. And it acts like normal paracord, especially if you take that little red strand out of it, which you can only do to like a 6-inch strand, honestly. Let's get this open. Obviously, it's just stapled together. It has some it has some warning labels. Keep out of reach of children. It has some ideas of what you can use it for. More warnings. Live fire. And there's the list of things. It's some instructions right here. And it's easy to ignite. Obviously, this is the general packaging. Here's the 25 feet of paracord in the safety orange. And right there, you can see it nestled in between all the 7 other strands, is the fire starting material, which I will be showing you guys how to ignite this in a different video. And there's the, I'm trying to separate it. There it is. There's the fire cord part of it. And I'll be showing you guys in a whole nother video how I would use this to start a fire. I've not actually handled any of this, and I did purchase this with my own money. This was not sent to me by Livefire. This is out of my own pocket. All of my videos are out of my own pocket, at least so far. The paracord itself feels like normal paracord on the outside. It's a little stiffer, like bending wise. It's a little stiffer than normal paracord, and it also has a kind of kerosene scent to it. It smells kind of like if you've ever had a kerosene lamp or anything like that. It smells like that. It smells like kerosene, which may or may not be a product they use in this. I know kerosene oil, when it's put onto fabric, does not come out unless you use soap on it. and so that may be what makes this waterproof. The strand itself doesn't feel waxy. It feels very oily, and it actually left a residue on my finger, an oily residue. I can feel it. And so I think what it is it's kerosene soaked, probably cotton or some sort of fibrous material of that sort. But it has a very strong kerosene scent to it. I mean, I'm talking like it smells like, if you've ever used a lamp and it gets on your skin, it smells like when kerosene gets on your skin. It smells like a very pungent, thick aroma of kerosene to it. And obviously here is the other one, same packaging, same thing. I bought this off Amazon. I want to say for both spools of this it cost me $24 or $25.99, something like that. You could buy this in a 50-foot, but I wanted to get two 25-foot packages because I wanted to have one full 25-foot roll of it that's measured to exactly 25 feet to put inside of my pack, inside of a waterproof pouch, to make sure that the cord stays dry and doesn't stretch and it stays in pristine condition. And then I wanted to have 25 feet, and I debated on between 25 and 50, and I figured 25 would work well enough, and if it didn't, I can use my Amazon Prime and have 25 more feet here in 2 days. And so it's not like it's a big deal. But I'm just going to replace all of my pulls, zipper pulls, probably my shoelaces on any of my shoes that have orange shoelaces, things of that nature. On my hiking boots, I'm going to replace that. Any sort of cordage that I have right now, I'm going to replace. I don't use a lot of cordage generally. I don't have a lot just on me at any time, and I want to change that. That way, if I ever need to rig up a makeshift hammock, or I need to rig up a roofing or something like that to make it a little easier, I want to have some good cordage. And like this is a working load of 550 pounds, and I want to say it has a stress load of 5,000, which basically means that at any given time, if you fall while you have this wrapped around you, 550 or 500 something like that, or 5,550 pounds of force is how much this thing can take without snapping. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to do the math, and I don't feel like getting my calculator out and doing it right this minute, but I want to say that that's proper, because the working load is a quarter of the stress load, or the snap load. I'm trying to see if it says on here. It does not say what the stress and or working load is. I do know that this is, to military standard. It is 550 cord. It just has an extra strand. So that's it for the unboxing. Look out in the future, like I said, for the Kydex sheath video, and I'm going to show you guys the system that I used to make this. And obviously this is the first time I've ever used it, so it didn't turn out perfect, but I do have to say, for my first time ever using this, I was very happy with how well this really did turn out. It formed very well to the handle, as you can see in the definition. It has a nice drainage hole like I wanted, and once I finish the shape of this will be a little wider. All of this is going to be trimmed down quite a bit. I'm going to use 1/4-inch rivets for it, all the way up to right here. And just really quick, for those of you who have never seen Kydex before, what this is a thermal plastic. What that means is that you can heat this plastic up to somewhere around 400 degrees, 350 to 400 degrees, and it becomes very malleable, like a limp noodle, like a wet noodle. And so you can, and then when it cools down, if you cool it down slowly enough, it cools down, it creates a very hard, rigid, very rigid base. As you can see, it's almost impossible to get any flex out of it, which makes great material for sheath making. And as you can see, I just used some super glue to hold it together while I was sanding it a little bit and also making my belt clip, which, as you can see, works great, holds onto my side. And I will show you guys in depth how I made this sheath but I will be making it for a different knife. I will not be making it for the Schrade here. And speaking of which, I'm hoping I can talk to Schrade and get a brand new knife for review, because this one has kind of been abused a little bit. I've been testing this thing's limits, whacking things, splitting logs that were much too big to be split with this kind of knife, and so I've really been abusing it, and it's held up to every little bit of abuse. And it's not quite sharp enough to shave hair, but it is very, very close. I think a few runs over a ceramic rod and I could shave with this thing. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you at the next video.